going to take you through a modified trikonasana or triangle pose, which is what I use in my prenatal yoga classes. It's slightly gentler, and we're going to be focusing very much on alignment and form, which is really important in the pregnant body. So we're going to start in Tadasana, feet slightly apart. For pregnant women, they usually find that their feet need to be slightly more apart. So if my standard Tadasana position will be here, which it usually is for me, with my hips and my knees and my ankles aligned, a pregnant position would probably be about an inch or two further apart. And depending on the angle of the hips, sometimes turning the toes out a little is more comfortable. It's worth experimenting and seeing what works for you, and most importantly what works for you today, because your body is changing every single day, and something that works one day will not necessarily work the next. Observe your body without judgment and adapt according to your needs on that day. So starting in Tadasana, nice and tall, pelvis underneath, not hyper-tucked but not sticking your bottom out and hollowing the lower back. In pregnancy there will be an increased hollow in the lower back, and there will be a release of the abdominal muscles. That's okay, but we don't want to go too far. So we engage the lower abdominal muscles and keep some intention and strength there. Nice and tall in the body, shoulders roll back. So for this we're going to need to take a step forward. We're only going to take a very small step, about half the distance that you might usually for a triangle pose. Allow there to be some space between the feet, and allow the back foot to turn out ever so slightly, maybe to as much as 45 degrees, but certainly to no more. So we're going to breathe in, and we're going to lift both hands forward. We're going to observe the hips, and make sure the hips are both facing forward at this point. We're going to exhale and watch the hand as it comes over to the back, and when it's parallel we can check back and look to the front hand. This should be a comfortable posture. From here you can then drop the front hand to the thigh, raise the back hand to the ceiling and look to the ceiling. Look to the floor, back up. Watch the back hand around to the front, coming back into our starting Tadasana. I'm going to repeat this on the other side. So I'm going to take a step forward, not too far, and allow my back foot to rotate out, pelvis still tucked, hips still facing forwards. Breathing in, raising both arms. On an exhale, watching the hands to the back, checking the front to make sure that the hands are nice and strong and parallel. Inhale. Exhale, tilt. Reach to the ceiling, look to the floor, inhale, back up. Exhale, watch the hand as it arcs over the body with a nice long reach to meet the other. Inhale, correct your posture, facing the hips forward again, shoulders rolled back, ready to start again. It's worth repeating that cycle around 3 times as part of your routine.